first item on the agenda is public comments, and I've got Ms. Lakita Martin to speak with us today. So Ms. Martin, if you would come forward. Ms. Martin, if you'd, yeah, if you had public comments. Yeah. So, if you would come to the podium there, if you touch the button on your right, that will turn your microphone on. If you, Ms. Martin, touch the button on the right to turn your microphone on, please. Okay. There you go. Thanks.
Hi. Thank you for letting me speak today. My name is Laquita Martin. I am a native Nashvilleian, one of the few that's still around. And I can tell you, I have only missed 2 opportunities to vote in my lifetime. One of them, I was working the polls for a friend of mine who was a candidate, and I never made it to the poll where I was registered. And the other, I was on bed rest because I was pregnant with my oldest son. So I'm very proud of that, actually, that I have not missed more than those 2 elections. But one of the things that the National Council of Jewish Women does, we're based, my role, I have counterparts in all 50 states, but we're based in DC and in Israel. And we follow a lot of issues, primarily anything that can impact women and children and families. Those are our motto. But one of the things that has caught my attention in the news recently has been some of the rhetoric by Steve Brannon saying that ICE will be surrounding the polls in the upcoming elections, and that we're not going to have anyone to steal elections like have been done in the past. And I guess my question for you, I mean, that is very scary for me. One, I've been a poll worker for candidates. I have been a poll observer for Organized Tennessee, and I have just recently signed up to actually work a poll beginning in May. I'm going through my training in a couple of weeks for that. And that's scary for me, not only as a voter, but also as someone who's kind of been a part of this process. So I want to ask where you all are going to fall in that as you're thinking about these upcoming elections.
Well, let me just clarify that this is time for public comment and not a question and answer thing. But I can assure you that I think I speak for everyone here is that, you know, a lot of people say a lot of things. We're going to enforce, we're going to run the elections according to the Constitution and the state laws. But beyond that, it's not a topic on our agenda. And like I said, this time is for public comments and not so much question and answer type thing.
Okay.
But certainly if you've want to talk about, you know, individually to one of us or all of us, you know, I've got no problem talking about it, but I can assure you we intend to fully follow the Constitution and the laws of the state of Tennessee and running these elections to make sure that they're safe, secure, and without intimidation.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me ask the question. I'm going to be very involved in these next 3 elections.
Well, good.
Hopefully sitting at the desk signing people in.
Well, we welcome you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. With that, the next item on the agenda is to approve the minutes of the January 7th, 2026 meeting. Ms. Harrison got those out to us ahead of time, and if you haven't had a chance to look at them, if you could do that now. And at the appropriate time, as someone feels comfortable, we will, I'll entertain a motion on those minutes.
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Got a motion by Commissioner Dan Davis. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a second by Commissioner Byrd. Are there any questions or changes to be made? Or I see none. Therefore, all in favor and approving the minutes, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Very good. All right, next item on the agenda is to appoint poll officials for the May 5th, 2026 county primary. Administrator Richardson.
Thank you, Chairman. Not more than 90 days or less than 10 days prior to an election, we basically notify those folks who are involved in the process of working as poll officials. So the purpose of this item on your agenda is to make sure that we notify those folks so they can go through the proper training for the upcoming May election. With that, I ask that you guys move forward with the approval. Thanks.
All right, you've heard his explanation. Is there a motion to appoint the poll officials for the May 5th county primary?
Yep, I move to appoint the poll officials for the May 5th county primary.
Moved by Commissioner Byrd. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Dooley and Commissioner Janine Davis. Any questions or comments? I see none. Therefore, all those in favor of appointing these poll officials for the May 5th county primary indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. And the motion is adopted. All right, Administrator Richardson, the scheduling, the locking of the provisional security bags and absentee bins for the county primary election.
Yes, per code, Tennessee Code annotated, the locking of the provisional security bags and absentee bids is required. And so I recommend that we approve the locking of these bags and items on Monday, February 9th at 9 a.m. in the Green Hills room. Thank you.
Very good. Is there a motion to adopt this suggested time and location?
I make a motion to approve.
Commissioner Dan Davis moves to approve. Is there a second?
Yeah, well, second.
Commissioner Byrd seconds. Any questions, comments? Seeing none. All those in favor of scheduling the locking of the provisional ballots on February 9th indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Okay, again, it's approved. Administrator Richardson, can you share with us item number 5, approve the early voting schedule and locations for the county primary? I think you've got in your back packet a list of all that. But if you'd go ahead, please, sir.
Yes, sir, Chairman. So in your folder, you'll find the list of the 13 early voting locations for the upcoming May 5th county primary. And you'll note there's actually a new location, and that is the new Davidson County Election Commission, which is located at 1281 Murfreesboro Pike. And so for those watching at home, it is conveniently located at the intersection of Briley Parkway and Murfreesboro Road, just down the street from our current office. Can't wait to see you guys there, and you're more than welcome to come and cast your early vote there. So with that, I'd like to get it approved. Thanks.
Okay. So do I have a motion to approve the early voting schedule and locations for the county primary?
Motion to approve the locations for early voting.
Commissioner Dan Davis moves. Is there a second?
Second.
Commissioner. All right. I've been told that Commissioner Janine Davis seconds it. All right. Any questions about that? Comments?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Real quick.
Commissioner Byrd.
And I want to thank the AOE for working so hard, trying to make sure we secure these locations and keep them. And I know there's some issues. How many is this the same number of early voting locations as we've had in the past? I know that we've had some issues with closures and stuff that we're dealing with. So I just want to make sure the public knows, with the addition of a new one, where are we as far as how many locations?
It's a good question. So the total number is 13. We had, due to the construction or remodeling at the Green Hills Library, that one's temporarily closed. And its replacement, we have our new office, which will be located down the street from our current office. We are working diligently to find a replacement in the greater Green Hills area. But as you can imagine, it's not an easy process to find a location that will give us a secure room for 2 weeks. And so, as you know, we are working diligently to do so.
Okay, so as I understand it, then we've added one, but we're down one.
Correct.
Is that right? So if we're able to find a replacement area for the Green Hills location, are we able to put that up online in time for this, or how does that work?
Not for this election, not for the county primary in May, because the hope is that we pass this today, and then we're set for the May election. However, we could be prepared for August and November, and totally worth the, looking into it.
We can try to fix that for
Sure.
August, okay. That helps me. I would, thank the, Ms. Martin who spoke. You know, there's nothing before us on your issue, but it's something that, I'm concerned about as well. And when we do early voting locations, it's something that we want to make sure that we're securing those places, as well. So I appreciate your comments, and it's something that I trust each and every person up here, that we're going to be on lookout to make sure they run smoothly, and I trust my counterparts on that too. So, but thank you for being here. But yeah, that answers my questions. Thank you.
And since we're a little bit out of order, let me also commend Ms. Martin I meant to say this, for having voted in all but 2 elections for which you're, were eligible for. And I think you had some pretty good reasons to miss those 2, so thank you for that. So,
Yeah.
all right, so with that, any other questions or comments about the early voting schedule and locations? Seeing none, all in favor of approving that indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no, and it is again adopted. All right, item number 6, schedule of the absentee counting board for the county primary election. Administrator Richardson.
Thank you, Chairman. All absentee ballots must be counted on Election Day, and for that reason, I'd like to recommend that we approve the meeting of the absentee counting board for Tuesday, May 5th at 9 a.m. at the 3rd floor of our new office building. Thank you.
Very good. Do I have a motion to approve that schedule for the absentee counting board?
Motion to approve schedule absence counting board for the county primary election on Tuesday, May 5th, 2026 at 9 a.m.
Commissioner Dan Davis moves it. Is there a second?
Second.
Commissioner Jadine Davis seconds. Any questions, comments? Seeing none. All those in favor of approving the schedule for the absentee county board on May the 5th at 9 o'clock indicate by saying aye.
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 All opposed say no, and you adopt. Okay. Administrator Richardson, the schedule of the opening of the provisional bags for the county primary election, item number 7.
Thank you, Chairman. All provisional bags will be opened or should be opened the day after, so we know those folks whether they're counted. So I recommend that we approve the opening of the provisional bags for Tuesday, May 6th at 9 a.m. At our new office on the 3rd floor. Thank you.
All right. You've heard the explanation. Is there a motion to approve? Oh, well,
Wednesday. He said Tuesday. It's Wednesday.
yeah. Okay.
Wednesday, May 6th.
Yeah.
That's what I meant, was Wednesday. Thank you.
Okay. Very good. Thanks for that heads up. So, okay, any other questions, clarifications? All right. Seeing none, all those in favor of approving the,
Well, we need a motion in a second.
well, I thought we had that.
No, we
Sorry.
didn't. So, okay, I'll make a motion that we approve schedule opening provisional bags for the county primary on Wednesday, May 6th, 2026 at 9 a.m.
Thank you for keeping me in line and for the motion. Commissioner Dan Davis, is there a second?
Yeah, second.
All right, Commissioner Byrd seconds. All right, very good. Any other clarification questions? Seeing none, all those in favor of the adopting that schedule indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no, and you adopt. Item number 8, Administrator Richardson, the schedule the county board for the county primary election.
Thank you, Chairman. So once the bags are opened on Wednesday, the next day will actually on Monday, May 11th, will be the actual counting of the provisional counting board at our new office, 1281 Murfreesboro Pike, and I move for your approval. Thank you.
For the explanation, do I have a motion to approve this?
Motion to schedule provisional counting board for the county primary election on Monday, May 11, 2026 at 3 p.m. at the new office.
Commissioner Dan Davis moves. Is there a second?
Second.
Commissioner Dooley seconds it. Any questions, comments? Seeing none. All those in favor of scheduling the provisional counting board for the county primary election for May 11 indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. You adopt. All right, item 9, schedule the meeting to certify the May 5th county primary election. Administrator Richardson.
Thank you, Chairman. On or before the third Monday after an election, the Election Commission shall certify the results of an election. For that reason, I recommend that on Wednesday, May the 20th at 4 p.m. in our new office, that we actually approve and certify the election on May 5th, the county primary. Thank you.
Any further explanation? Is there a motion?
Motion to schedule a meeting to certify the May 5th, 2026 county primary election on Wednesday, May 20th, 2026 at 4 p.m. at the new Election Commission office.
Commissioner Dan Davis makes the motion. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Janine Davis. Any questions, comments? Seeing none. All those in favor of approving the schedule to certify the county primary election indicate by saying aye.
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 All opposed say no. You adopt. Administrator Richardson, if you could give us your administrative elections report.
Thank you, Chairman. So the Davidson County Election Commission has been very busy in the month of January. Just 3 items I wanted to highlight. First, we've helped 91 candidates with the petition process, folks who want to pull their petitions, and right now, many of them are still getting their signatures and turning them in. I want to give a special thank you to people on our team, including Lisa Pierce, Kelly Harrison, Sandy Troop, and Betsy Kirsten for their coordinating these efforts. These are the faces you see when you come to our office. They're that first line. So a friendly reminder for those folks who are watching at home who are candidates, the petition filing / candidate qualifying deadline for the May 5th county primary is 12 noon on Thursday, February 19th. Again, that's 12 noon, Thursday, February 19th. The qualifying deadline for candidates for the August 6th state and federal primary is 12 noon on Tuesday, March 10th. Again, 12 noon on Tuesday, March 10th. Second item, just wanted to say I perked with Commissioner Byrd and Will French. Thank you for the efforts. We had a great meeting with co-executive directors Tara Lentz and Martha Silva at Casa Azafran. This was a week or so ago before the ice storm in Nashville, and we made tremendous progress to improving the voter experience there, as well as strengthening our relationship with them. So I was very pleased that meeting went well, and I'm thankful that we have good partners here in Nashville. Third and finally, the recent ice storm in Nashville, I think, affected every Nashvilleian, whether it was big or small, it was a mess. I'm proud of the way that our Davidson County election team took care of our own, making sure that we served each other and provided support for each other. Our office was closed completely for 2 days, and then the third day we went to a halfway schedule, and then we were open the rest of the time. So as the election is going on, we have a schedule to keep, but I am grateful and I'm very thankful for the team that I'm a part of, and I'm blessed to have this opportunity to serve. And with that, I yield to the floor to you or to any questions for you guys.
Any questions for Administrator Richardson? Commissioner Byrd?
Yeah, I have a question, just to make sure, those of us that are new here, make sure we understand. So the candidates who qualify and whatnot, and it'll be a county election as opposed to the election we just went through was, congressional. So, we look at the signatures, we, Ms. Harrison and others make sure they go through and qualify that. Then do we create that ballot? How does that we don't deal with the state on that, or do they create the ballot when it's a county election? I just want to make sure I understand how that works. I think last time, doesn't the state, when it's a congressional election, sort of send us the ballot? But when there's a mixture of county and state, if you can help us, and if you can't help us, because it's all new to all of us, that's fine. But I just want to make sure I get if we need to be doing anything on the 19th or March 10th, or how does our staff deal with that?
That's a great question. So the process is simple. Once the candidate pulls a petition, they go through a process to secure at least 25 signatures, though we encourage our candidates that are pulling a petition to get like 50 or so, because you never know if folks reside in that area that you're going to represent. Once they have gone through that process and they're qualified, their names will then be presented to this commission, which you guys will then approve at the appropriate time. And then, but there is a moment where folks, a week after they have qualified, that they can choose to drop out. So imagine they qualify by the deadline, they have a week to withdraw, and then after that, we'll meet, and as a commission, you guys will vote on that final slate of candidates. Those candidates will then be presented to our team, which will then create a ballot, which will then be presented to the state for approval, and then put on the machines to vote. So it's a thorough process, but to your point, It all starts on February 19th because that's the final deadline.
And just to clarify for the folks out there that are watching, that's different than the process for the 10-7 vote we just had because that involved the congressional seat, right? That we weren't involved in for approving the ballot.
Correct.
Okay. Just making sure I got that. Thank you.
Sure.
Very good. Any other questions? All right. Well, I just want to add my thanks to all the folks that worked so hard with CASA, those folks, and to make improvements to that location so that it's maybe more productive for everyone, because it's a lot of people like that location, and so they've been good partners, so we're grateful that they want to continue to that and are willing to make some changes to make it more efficient. So appreciate everybody, Commissioner Byrd, Mr. French, Administrator Richardson, on that. So thanks very much. All right. Our next meeting is scheduled for Friday, February the 27th, at 3 o'clock here in this room, in this building. That's correct? That's correct. All right, very good. I think we've already, have we not? Do what?
You need a motion for the AOE report, and you need a motion for the second.
I don't think we don't take a motion for the AOE report. I don't think, no,
That's just a report.
no. Is this, the 27th, this isn't one we've already approved?
Yes.
Yes, it is one we've already approved?
Well, we need to approve it and then we'll be good to go for the next month.
So we haven't approved it?
Correct. We need to approve it, yes.
Very good, all right. Very good, so, would you need to tell us anything about what the purpose of it is, just for the record?
Sure. So we'll be certifying the election from the Berry Hill, which was coming up on very soon. So with that being said, I recommend that we schedule a meeting on Friday, February the 27th.
Okay. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve the meeting for Friday, February 27th, 2026 at 3 p.m.
Got a motion from Commissioner Davis, Dan Davis. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Dooley. Any questions? Seeing none. All in favor of setting that next meeting for February 27th at 3 at this location, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no, and you approve. All right, with seeing no further business, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Commissioner Byrd, is there a second? Second, Commissioner Janine Davis. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. We stand adjourned. Thank you.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information on this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.